This is not how I imagined my first day.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the Raccoon City Police Station. Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
Something's not right.
Stay back, sir. I got this.
What the? Is anyone here? Jesus. They're everywhere.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first.
Help me, please!
What in God's name?
Hello again, everyone. We are here from Capcom booth at E3 2018. I am introduced myself so many times. My name is Kellen, community manager for Resident Evil and Mega Man from Capcom USA, and I'm joined by
CarcinogenSDA.
cvxfreak.
And Catastrophe, I am the Resident Evil Community Manager for Capcom UK.
Awesome. And we are here today with more Resident Evil 2. I got my boy Carcy here playing the game, checking it out. I know you've played a little bit before already, but I think we're just going to dive right in here. I just wanted to see what you guys kind of want to talk about, think about the game so far. I know you're both gigantic fans of Resident Evil, so I don't think I have to say too much on that.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Glad to have you all here.
Right, so shifted. Okay.
There you go.
So I think the idea we had going in was Carcy would play the game because he's a very skilled Resident Evil player, and
Skilled.
He would just rush through it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna rush through it. I'm just gonna take my time.
and I'm more of the observant type, so I've played the demo a few times, and I want to point out a lot of the things that have changed since the original, a lot of the things that are new and
Yeah.
that might be also more familiar.
The game. I can't hear the game through my.
Fix that real quick.
Hello?
There it is.
There
Is
it is.
anybody
Awesome.
here?
All right, we got the
have
game audio.
Great.
Great.
So, for those of you who are familiar with the original game, this obviously was not in the original.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are, might be a little bit similar, but there's a lot that has changed, a lot that's really been updated, and has a very, as like with the computer here, it has a very 1998 feel to it, because it is sticking to the fact that it is in 1998.
Yeah, it's got that old school OS look to it. Windows 95, 98.
I gotta find that guy.
But if you look at the environments, it's vaguely reminiscent of the main hall from the RPD of the original, but obviously a lot of things have been added that underscore the severity of the outbreak that's taking over Raccoon City. One thing people might notice is that the statue is no longer at the forefront of the hall. It's now pushed back a little bit in favor of the front desk being the frontmost element of the room, which is a lot more realistic.
Yeah. You don't want to have people walking around a big statue just to get their support for whatever they need. That would be awkward.
Yeah, they kind of put the police desk right at the front, which is nice. It makes a lot more sense in that regard.
New statues.
But you can kind of, as you mentioned, you can kind of see, how they've set it up as kind of a safe haven.
Yes.
There's like beds around. There's other things that kind of indicate that they've been using this as a place to like just allow people to rest.
They've kind of been holding up there.
Yeah.
Trying to find other survivors or. And it begins.
Leon looks great, by the way.
Yeah, I really like Leon's face and like the new voice actor, everything. I actually think that given the the completely revamped scenario and like everything, like I don't know, the personality everything just matches, you know, just really.
Yeah, great facial modeling. It looks a lot like him.
Yeah, they do use the RE engine for this, so the same one that was used for Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
So it's like they got like actual people being scanned to like really make them look human. So.
It is a process called photogrammetry, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the best part about the new RPD. There's actually bathrooms.
Congratulations. Finally, the cops can go to the bathroom. They don't have to solve 3 puzzles to.
And there are plenty of bathrooms, funny enough.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe a little too many.
The original RPD never made much sense. I mean, neither did the mansion, but the mansion, it was a video game, so obviously, you could have some suspension of disbelief, but with the original RPD, it's like no bathrooms, hardly felt like a police station.
There's a chain over here on this door. This is the door to the eastern office, but the eastern office is locked down. I think the door is locked from the other side. You gotta take it off with a chain. Go to the watchman's room here next.
And one big departure from the original game is that you're exploring the other side of the RPD, whereas in the original version, you'd be on the other side first, the west side versus the east side. And this is obviously a new scene as well.
Well, you could still go to the east side. It's just you wouldn't progress much in the main game.
Right. Yeah.
Bummer.
That is
the gore in this game.
It is. It is.
Very, very gory game.
So near yet so far. Oh, wow.
Very, very Day of the Dead.
Whew. Oh man, you can see
that scene
the gruesome detail. Shouldn't be surprised because RE7 was quite gruesome as well.
It was it was pretty brutal.
Actually, I live in Japan, so that's usually the version I play, and we actually have different censorship levels. So.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, with RE7 we had a grotesque version and a regular version.
Yeah, but even the grotesque version was still slightly censored.
Right.
Like I believe they edited out the cutscene.
Like the decapitations and.
Yeah, the decapitations and the. Oh dang! Hey. Oh hey.
That was right off.
Shot.
Yeah.
That was a trick shot.
But headshots don't.
That was an interesting position for that hat. Alright, I'm just gonna bust right through.
Yeah, headshots don't do what you might be used to, like with Resident Evil 4 and 5. They were very much a part of the survival mechanic, but here, the zombies are a lot more resilient to that.
Yeah. You shoot him in the head, and you see pieces and chunks of his face or whatever go missing, and it's just, whoa, this thing is still coming at me.
Producer used a shotgun earlier today.
Oh,
and, I don't know if you got the chance to see that, but man, there's no head left.
It practically skins the zombie.
Yeah.
Right?
It is absolutely disgusting. And I say that as someone who doesn't easily get fazed by games.
Yeah.
You're safe.
The interesting thing about the RPD now is it's so dark.
Thanks.
Oh, yes.
And the original game was a lot brighter.
Yeah.
Dark Side Chronicles made things a lot dimmer, and I'm actually personally happy that they've carried that aesthetic over. Because I think it makes for a more frightening game. Now
and if you think about it, it makes sense, because they would have eventually run out of power, or some fuse would have blown.
Right.
So it's just more realistic as well.
Yeah, the original RPD was really clean, wasn't it?
Fairly clean.
Yeah,
fairly clean, yeah.
Fairly clean considering what happened.
It's
yeah.
a very stark contrast, because like this time the RPD gives off the impression that we've been holed up here for like weeks, and like even parts of the RPD are still under construction compared to in Resident Evil 2 vanilla.
I mean, this cutscene.
Okay, Lieutenant.
I'm
ready.
Mix of new, mix of old. I think the general dynamic between Marvin and Leon is the same.
He thought this secret passageway might do the trick.
Marvin gives a little bit of advice to the rookie, but it's a lot more in-depth.
No, I am
We
not
get
the
a
priority
deeper insight
I'm not
into
just gonna
Marvin's
leave you here.
personality.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first.
He plays a
I'd come with you,
much
but I
bigger
just
role.
slow you down.
Right.
Yes.
It's actually not unlike Richard in Remake, actually.
Yeah, Richard and
Yeah. Give him the serum in the original game, he just dies. But
Good
give him
old
this-
Ripchard.
Ripchard.
Uniform or not. You do not
But
hesitate.
Marvin originally had a much larger role in the story anyway. This is,
Got it?
who
Right.
played Resident Evil Outbreak. He actually helps a bunch of survivors escape.
yeah, we see how he actually gets injured.
Yes. So I feel the continuity between that and this game is pretty interesting.
Combat knife.
Yeah. So the combat knife is very different
Yeah,
from
quite a bit.
its counterparts in other games.
Oh yes.
So here's the deal. I didn't actually read the description, but basically the combat knife can actually be used as a defense item, just like in Resident Evil Remake. But
is correct.
But it also has like very limited use. I don't know if like the durability goes down slower if you actually use it as a primary weapon, but you get multiple combat knives, and there actually is a durability, so it can break.
Yeah. So you can't use the one knife forever is the big thing, but you can, like as you mentioned, you can use it as a way to kind of counterattack enemies that might be trying to grab you.
It's gonna make knife-only runs extra fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The infamous window.
the infamous window, but
Nothing out there now.
Nothing's happening. I guess we're safe, right? We're in the clear.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, well,
Could possibly go wrong.
No more enemies in the entire game.
interesting.
That's it, you're
everything just,
done.
like everything just like dimmed here.
Like
Let's see.
this hall has obviously changed a lot. They've added more branching paths, but I love how they carried over that dark aesthetic from Dark Side Chronicles. I always preferred that rendition of this room, but I think this is even better.
I think that radio transmission was actually from the helicopter.
Oh wow, the one that
Yeah, the one that crashes on the roof. Yeah.
Wow,
That was always
Well,
pretty gross.
that is
Liquors, they'll make
pretty
your jaw
gruesome.
drop.
You practicing that one?
No, actually, that was.
I saw
that was
him
off the
writing it
cuff.
before the stream.
Yeah. You just like bust out a notebook
gotta-
like,
yeah,
this is
you
what I
gotta-
say.
You gotta have
gotta-
a backup.
You gotta not spoil my secrets, Kat. Come on.
Trade secrets.
Here I am giving you the secrets of the trade, and you're just the magic is gone now.
This
Oh, you
wanted
can
to-
see,
yeah.
like on the side there, you can see some of the scratch marks.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like right about Oh, okay.
yeah, I
There's
saw that.
various like the guy strung
earlier.
up. Like there's pieces all around that kind of tell you what's going on, like what happened here.
Yeah, it's amazing how much detail there is in this hallway now, because in the original game, you would never give it that much thought. You just kind
Yeah.
of ran through it. There was one cutscene related to it, but now there's a lot to do here.
There's a lot going on in this hallway. Like you got these open windows.
I don't-
You got like the little kind of like narrative cues in terms of just like the scratches and whatnot on the walls.
And now it's raining, apparently, outside.
Uh-oh. Glass is breaking.
But yeah, the game has changed a lot in terms of.
Surely I'll be safe in here, right?
That'll be totally safe. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Oh yeah, totally, absolutely.
I was just gonna say like it's like every part of every room now tells a story, isn't it? It's pretty
Like-
cool.
Oh,
Yeah, there's so much depth.
so yeah, they can follow you through rooms now.
Yep.
Yep.
There are, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, there are really no like loading zones or anything. So goodbye loading doors. And hello enemies that can follow you through them.
Hey, I saw you playing possum. I knew that was about to happen. Come on.
There's no more growing pool of blood that tells you they're down for good.
Yeah,
These zombies are very resilient.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. I think it might be different. Like, we should probably try to shoot up here instead of over here. Maybe that's the trick.
the old trusty map.
Yeah. This also marks down all the positions of the barricades from the looks of it.
Yeah, the RPD has been overhauled to a very large extent, and you can't rely on your knowledge of the RPD anymore.
Yeah.
So you'll be pretty much lost.
It's completely blocked off, so we have no choice but to go through here. What the? Where?
Is the zombie still there?
Back
She's
up.
back.
What the?
Yeah, I was gonna say they have a few tricks up their sleeves sometimes. Those zombies.
Are you
So
kidding me?
they play dead.
Yeah.
Do they bleed?
I mean, I don't
like,
think they play dead. They are dead.
Stay dead.
do they bleed in Resident Evil tradition? I actually haven't noticed that.
I
the few
don't know,
times I've
if,
played
to be
the demo.
honest.
Okay, if they don't bleed, then that's not a guarantee they're
Yeah,
dead.
as far as I've seen, like, there's not like that pool of blood
No,
that shows
no.
up to tell you that they're.
There
I
is
mean,
none. There is none.
yeah.
I can confirm that.
Like with the Crimson Heads in the original remake, if they didn't bleed out, then they could actually come back to life.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see if there's a similar dynamic to that here.
And not every zombie will attack you. This
Well,
guy's
I
pretty
think-
preoccupied.
Yeah, I think he's
Game in progress.
He's a little hungry.
Game's still in development.
he's more concerned about the hot sausages in the vending machine than
Yeah.
the live flesh over here.
I take it there's no Revelations 2 style where you can kind of sneak up behind them and kill
Yeah.
them, right?
No.
Okay, so over here, there's I actually found this a little while ago.
Weapons locker. Nice.
So the keys on the keypad here are missing. You know, the file over here. It appears that the keypad to the locker's terminal is missing a few keys.
So
I
that's a
suggest that the person responsible for this mess find some spare keys. Spare keys. It's green. That's how you know it's important. And fix this right now. You know who you are, bastard. Who else would up this badly?
Beep.
Yeah.
Beep.
There you go.
Well, this
It's a
room-
mature rated game.
Well, this room was in a different part of the RPD in the original, right? It was in the basement.
I believe
Yes,
so, yeah.
I believe this. I don't know if this is true, but it does remind me a lot of the weapon storage in the cellar or in the basement. Sorry.
Can we use herbs outside of the menu, or have they kept that?
You have to go into the menu as far as I've
okay.
discovered, yeah.
Shotgun. I've got a shotgun. Bonus points to whoever knows that reference.
Ye old RE1 classic. I think he's.
that's.
Oh, jeez.
my.
Yeah, I think he's.
That
I
was
think
a
he's.
Keep them
close
down
up.
for good.
I think he's done fishing for
Yeah.
hot sausages in the vending machine. Okay, so let's see. 20. I should probably punch in 208. Wait, no, but I don't have keypad number 2, do I?
Speaking of.
Hi. Oh,
Oh,
whoa,
no.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
All right.
Wow.
There's that defense item right there.
Wow.
And
Okay.
That's gross.
One more.
come on, I blew off half your skull,
Two
dude.
more?
Yo,
Like
He
that's
doesn't
There
know when
you
to
go.
quit.
I suppose as long as they still have half their skull, they're still.
that's like what we'd see when we chainsaw Jack to death in RE7.
Yeah, seriously.
Like
Yo,
the
he is literally
innards.
missing half his head. Dang.
But they're not bleeding, so maybe.
Yeah, and he gets back up.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
You just made it a
Whoa.
harder target to hit.
You.
Yeah, this is gonna take some getting used
Die.
to because RE4, RE5,
Die.
RE6.
Cut that out.
You know, we've been so conditioned to shoot him in the head, right? That's almost like a slogan for the series at
Yeah.
this point. And now this game is like, nope.
It kind of
Very
takes
hard
that
to
knowledge
keep
and
down.
throws around. You have to reevaluate how you're going to handle the zombies and handle the situations you're put in.
Right.
'Cause sometimes you're going to be in a very tight spot where there's a lot of, zombies coming at you.
We already know what to do with the boards.
Yeah, so we can use these wooden boards here to actually like board up the windows.
That's
I mean, surely it'll keep Nemesis out, right?
that's an old Outbreak
Yeah,
feature.
totally.
From the very first chapter of Outbreak, we were boarding up windows and doors.
Okay.
Poor officer.
Oh, wait. I heard that. Where? Okay. Hi.
So in,
Just
ter-
making
More
sure.
bathrooms.
in terms of the puzzles, I just wanted to ask you as well. Have you guys noticed anything? What
Yeah.
do you feel about? I mean, I know
A lot
it's a demo still, but
A lot of key or combination locks. There was one little box we had to open with button presses. So I'm getting the impression that the game will be, although it uses the RE4 viewpoint, we will be
How much head left?
moving
Just
at a
making
more
sure.
slow and methodical pace to explore the environment. There's a lot of interactive cues, a lot of lockers to look into.
I'm just gonna go ahead and it's okay.
Because I know the
Yeah.
It's a
puzzles
demo.
are really important to a
He
lot of
doesn't need
Resi
any
fans.
herbs.
Yeah. Someone's like, no, why would you do that?
Speaking of the herbs, those pots are huge in this game.
They're highly visible.
They're highly visible.
So, portable safe instructions. Press a button to light up its corresponding lamp. Light them all to open the safe. The buttons must be pressed in a certain order. Pressing a single button out of order will cause all the lights to go out, and you will need to start the sequence over again.
Oh dear.
This is
That's
a fun one.
classic Resident Evil ridiculousness.
All right.
But I love it. This puzzle's not too hard. You just have to figure out which button corresponds to which light.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna
you're-
press 1, and then
You're bound to mess up.
1. Nope. 1, 1,
2.
3. 1, 3. I'm gonna try 8. Nope.
7, 18.
So
This
1,
might take
3.
a while.
1, 3.
Disclaimer to the chat.
1, 3, 5. No, wait, what? Oh, I guess
that
7
one's
worked.
turned off,
Okay.
yeah.
1, 3, 7. No.
So you can start with that one and then do 1, 3,
Yeah,
7.
4, 1. Wait. 1, 3, 7. Decide. Decide, video game. Hang on.
Actually, if I'm not saying it out loud, I solve it faster. Personally speaking. Yeah, I managed to do this in like a minute on an earlier playthrough.
I think these are randomized, I want to say. I'm
They
not
are.
100% sure.
They're not the same. I tried going in on my second run through to see if I can solve it within a few seconds, but it was completely different from the previous run.
4.
Which is not good news for Carsey because obviously he's always trying
Five.
to
RNG, the worst
7,
enemy of every
beat this in the
speedrunner.
fastest
1.
way.
3.
Nope.
5, 7, 1, 3. Okay. All right.
Okay,
4,
okay, focus.
5. Hello. 7. 1, 3.
Ooh.
4, 5, 7, 1, 3. No.
Aw.
Getting there.
4, 5. What? That's not 4. 4, 5, 7, 1, 3, 2. Which one was it?
I don't want
I
to
don't
say.
remember.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
okay, you
Okay. We got it.
And what
Hey,
is
little victory
inside?
dance.
A key in no, a
That's
spare,
the spare
part.
parts.
A spare
Small
part of some sort. That is
A button for a
incredibly-
terminal of some sort. I bet I don't know where that goes.
You almost missed. You missed the part where you're gonna need a crank.
Oh.
Or is it a valve
yeah.
handle?
Yeah,
It's
that's
either a crank
true.
or a
Valve
valve handle.
handle.
Yes, the valve.
Yeah. Well, surely I can open it with the Matilda. You know. But it's fine. I need to go to the save room and drop some stuff off anyway.
That's how at the end of the day you know it's true Resident Evil.
Going to the
There's got to
save
be a
room.
crank and
Yep.
or a valve handle.
And a chopper pilot that dies. Always.
What the? Where was that? Where was that?
You boarded that one up.
Oh, dang. All right.
Just FYI, that window's a continuity error because Nemesis broke it in the previous game.
All right. So let's go ahead and develop this. How about commemorative photo?
Who else in chat remembers film?
Not as attractive as Rebecca.
This appears to be a certain thing. Some of you Resident Evil 2 fans might be very well aware of what is in this photo. But I'm trying not to spoil anything.
It's a remake.
Got more
What
red
could be
herbs.
spoiled?
Oh, and by the way, can we get some more game audio really quick? Just a little higher.
I do not hear anything. Oh,
Oh,
There
there,
it
it
is.
is.
that's just
More?
I think a lot of people have been asking about this.
yeah. I can hear the save room.
Oh, listen
There
to
we
that.
go.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. Just everyone relax.
Music was a tremendously important aspect of the original game, and Resident Evil 2, I think, might have one of the best soundtracks in the entire series. It's very melodic. All the tracks are easy to remember, and they match what happened in the original so well, whether it was the save room, boss fights, cutscenes, and I feel like this remake
gunpowder.
does have a lot to live up to in that regard. but from what I heard right now, it sounds great.
So we picked up some gunpowder just now, and that works a little bit similarly to Resident Evil 3, I believe. I don't know if there's enough gunpowder in here to mix anything just yet. I think there's 2 of them you can mix.
Yeah, I found a few in my
so
previous
in the item
run.
description, it does say you can mix them to make different types of ammo.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Talks about the herbs. I think I don't know, was there another file in here? There should be yeah, no David's memo this time. All right. I'm sure we'll find it somewhere.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
You can probably turn the audio down just a bit before we start shooting things.
It was Elliot we saw earlier at the beginning, right?
Yeah, it was
in half.
Elliot
So
Elliot Edward, who was who wrote one of the memos. I think it was Elliot who wrote the memo for the one in the save room.
that is amazing because Elliot was relegated to a file for 20 years, and we had no idea how he looked like, how he sounded like, what happened to him. We can only assume based on what we saw in the game, but now a lot of these things are being
Just gonna
actualized now. Oh, okay.
Button. Okay, so we got 208. We can open 208, but we cannot open 203. That's
sorry,
a shame.
what's in there? Is that a side pack?
Yeah,
or?
it's a side pack.
Oh, okay.
208. Oh.
Yep.
Beep.
So we have to find another one to get the 3 in there.
Yeah, it's all down to finding that
that 3. That's
there's-
clever.
Yeah, that 3. All right. Excuse me, sir. You're not going to get back up, are you? Okay.
He looks,
By now,
he
he's
looks
got to
pretty
be
down for
done.
the count.
Yeah.
Is
I don't know. This game has me trained. I do not trust it.
is item management done in real time, or are you impervious to damage like in the original?
The
game does pause.
Yeah, the game state
Oh,
pauses.
okay.
So, as you can see, yeah, it's just completely frozen.
Right.
Yeah.
However, you do have to reload. You do have to reload in real time.
Oh, you can't reload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
It is a very minimal UI as well, as you've probably seen. Like if you take your gun out, you'll see an ammo counter. If you take damage, or at least enough damage to change your status, you'll see it change in the lower left. But otherwise, it just shows up on the pause screen.
Yeah, we can't open this door. I'm not sure I can go back through here either. Is there a ladder or something we can push over here?
Should be another way out.
Ah.
Yeah, the layout is very disorienting for people who are familiar with the original. Like the staircase might be the only thing that's really relatively unchanged, but yet there's another new staircase
Get
here.
up a little bit higher.
Yeah, so now
The mythical 3rd floor.
indeed,
Which,
the 3rd floor is significantly more fleshed out than it was in the previous game. No STARS office yet. That's like the general direction towards the STARS office. I don't know. Maybe we can get in from above. Why don't we find out? So there's another one of these things. Can't really check that out quite so soon.
Is that a door, or has that wall been knocked down, or is that part of
I
the
believe
construction?
the wall's knocked down.
Wall's knocked down. Okay.
It looks
Let's
a little more
take a
like it,
look.
yeah.
If you notice, that statue against the lamp is actually formulating a shadow on the wall.
Yeah, that's a really good little, when you walk into this area.
When you walk in, you think, oh shoot,
Yeah.
what's that?
But I mean, I could already tell it's
inanimate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's inanimate. It's not moving. The old Metal Gear Solid 2 flashlight on the action figure trick.
A lot of shipping boxes just placed there for no reason. This is a new hallway.
It's a new hall with an old, something old and familiar in a new place.
Also, hey, there's one of the vases from Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, when you look at a lot of these assets up close, you can see a lot of similarities to RE7.
Yeah.
And they do run on the same engine, the RE engine, which looks fantastic. Obviously, RE7 was the first game to show it.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't have to be a first-person game. You can be third-person, and you still get a lot of detail.
Yeah.
So a little known fun fact. Lickers in the original game, as long as you walk, you are completely invisible to them in the original game. So you can just walk right around them, as long as they're on the ceiling.
Yeah, because they can't see.
Yeah. According to this, it seems
David.
like we might have something similar in play in the remake, but haven't seen any such things yet. I mean, except the little, the one skittering across over there.
There's definitely signs that they're around.
Another new room that wasn't in the original.
I get some more bullets. You can use the combine the gunpowder there.
You can actually combine some. One of the files said there was enhanced gunpowder, which would let you make shotgun shells as well.
That's correct.
Right now, I'm just
C4.
stacking the bullets. Yeah, check it out. Also, we got
some guys
scribbling.
Mr. Anarchist Cookbook over here.
Sayonara suckers. Have we been to the office? Did we see Leon's desk yet? Or is that on this floor? Or?
Yeah. It's on the ground floor.
I think it'd be fun to stop by. There are a bunch of Easter eggs in there that I think a lot of fans would appreciate.
Stop by where? I'm sorry.
The office.
What? I think it's like the Westfall office.
Of course. Yeah. Well, we'll stop by there. Just
I was gonna say Star's office, but not that room. The other one.
I think we should definitely stop by there. Okay, so yeah, here's the hip pouch, and we just got an extra 2 inventory slots.
They're not using the old side pack name anymore.
Well, it didn't. It looked like it said side pack when I saw you going through in Japanese language earlier.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. I played the demo in Japanese just to compare, and I guess side pack is a bit of an Englishy kind of term.
Saidopaku. Yeah.
Saidopaku.
Yeah, I think it's just written in katakana because there's no like Japanese equivalent.
Yeah, localization has come a long way in the last 20 years.
Sadly, I don't believe there's a note about the Michael Festival in the room.
Michael Festival.
Yeah, they had something in the original.
So this is
here's the office.
The office that's Leon's desk, which has been.
This tells you about the gunpowder uses.
That's right here. High grade gunpowder, yellow 2. Good to know.
Channeling RE3 here a bit.
What was this? Oh, okay, that's
the standard
gunpowder. Okay.
So this part I loved. I mean, the room's been changed around a little bit. Seems more like a real office than it did in the original.
Yeah.
Why don't you dispatch this poor guy first?
Let's hope he doesn't take as much as the
guy
guy
like
before.
The weirdest hat
Welcome, Leon.
Yeah, these hats are like. These hats have like a mind of their own. They have their own physics engine.
So this is Leon's infamous desk, and if you look at the other desks, you'll see their name tags on them. And September 28th, daylight. The zombies have overtaken the city. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong file.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
This is actually a bit of outbreak love here for you guys.
Yes,
by the way.
If you shine the light at the desk, you'll see
some very familiar names.
Elliot Edward, very well known. Can you shine the light up a little bit toward? That's Elliot Edward. That desk to the right, David Ford. I think it might be the one over here.
Wait.
Then.
Yeah. Here, let's actually.
On the other side.
We could actually probably go ahead and solve this puzzle. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, go for it.
You can try.
Rita Phillips.
Ooh,
yeah.
Rita.
Bonus points to whoever knows who she is. Well, that's actually a reference from Resident Evil Outbreak file number 2. She was a very prominent character who, I think she had a crush on Marvin.
Maybe.
Don't know about that.
Well, it seemed like it. Like they seemed quite close.
Okay. So
I guess she really seemed like him. Yeah.
Leon S. Kennedy, we're putting you on a very special case for your first assignment. Your mission is to unlock your desk.
Seriously.
The key to your success is the initials of our first names. Input the letters in order of our desks. There are 2 locks, one on each side of your desk. Make sure you get them both. Basically, your first task is to remember your fellow officers' names, but you figured out that much, right? Good luck, Leon. By the way, it might take a little work to get Scott to give you a straight answer. Scrolled in a corner between drops of blood.
Be glad you're not here, rookie.
Dang.
That is the worst form of hazing I have ever seen in an organization
That's just straight up
like this.
bullying, yeah.
That's
I don't know. It's a good way to get people to remember.
2.
2. I tried this earlier. 2236 and
2. I can't put 2 again.
Yeah. So Do you remember the N64 version's password? I think it started with a 5. But I remember it was different
4
from
actually,
the...
I think.
Or 4, yeah.
Yeah, should we go upstairs? If I go out here, will this...
We should explore the library.
Okay,
That's changed a lot, too. But I really like the Outbreak references that they're putting in here.
Sure. All right, yeah, so we got about 5.
Gotta hightail it.
Cool. A little more time.
Wait, this is not the right way. Come on, Carsey. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
You're a speedrunner. You know how to do this.
All
Now all the pressure's on. I told you there's no pressure. I lied. Now it's all the pressure.
Zombies still
Kellen.
over there.
Surprise!
Can't believe you do this to me, Kellen.
So for your first stream, I want you to remember everyone's names. We're going to have you do this lock that has all of our names on it.
Oh, that's even worse. I don't even know whose name to start with. They give you the key, but they don't even tell you what order. They don't even tell you what order, man.
There's some hints in there. Like the locks are not like all 26 letters. I'll give you that much. So it's a little bit of process elimination, I think.
And the Grand Library. The upper floor is a lot more extensive now.
I've got something to show you.
I don't know why they need these books in a police station.
Oops.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, this is different.
There are zombies in here.
That is definitely a throwback to the original RE2, though. Falling through the floor, the upper library.
Falling to the floor.
Oh,
yeah.
He's not even...
He's
like the
slightly
perfect-
unaware.
It's not really feeling it.
He really is not feeling it. Is this guy about to circle behind me?
I don't know where they... Oh, there they are.
Yep.
In this game, zombies do sneak up on you a lot, so I find that you have to be aware of what's behind you, and you have to be looking both behind you and in front of you constantly.
Are we done? Are we done here?
It was like slumped against
No,
the
we're not.
chair.
Please? Okay, thank you.
Are we doing this again?
Sorry. I just had to make
Oh,
sure.
All right. Well, try manipulating the shelves if you can.
Oh, yeah. Here's
or
another one of these. Yeah. So
new statue.
yeah. Where are we looking? Where is this?
This
oh,
is
that's
overlooking the
the lobby.
office on the first floor.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So So over here. Here's the officer's notebook over here earlier. This is the okay. It's the unicorn statue. So fish, crab, jar of water. And
I think you got it.
Voila.
Voila. I was
We
actually
have
about
a
to say
unicorn
that.
medal. Medallion, rather.
yeah, except I need 3 of them. There's another puzzle like this in the main hall.
Have you tried moving the shelves and seeing what happens?
Ooh, red book. What is
Red
this?
book.
I didn't
It's
see
familiar
this.
if you're...
Examine.
Art object. Held by hand at some point. Ooh.
Oh.
There's nothing inside you can look at?
Wait a minute.
It's like the classic Doom
Hey,
book.
this is the same thing as in that photo earlier.
That-
It is.
that heart logo.
Observant man. There you go.
Yeah, well, I guess we got to find the statue for that. But anyways, yeah. So here's the shelves from the shelf puzzle in the original game.
Leon's really got to move them this time, though,
yeah, you
instead of
gotta-
just pressing a button.
Yeah, you gotta like actually hold the button down in order to move them. So
Yeah,
totally
this-
like jump across this way. Actually, it looks like. Not really sure what purpose that serves quite so soon. Or no, we have to walk across. It looks like I see.
Yeah.
Can they jump
But we can't do anything with this yet.
with this because it's an
Because
impediment?
yeah, we don't have
Yeah,
the
that prevents you from getting across.
don't have
I
the jack
believe.
handle. That's a shame. And
Got our key
Or
here.
at least you can use your spade key.
yep.
And we're back in the main hall.
Let's see
Yeah.
what Marvin has to say.
And instead of a stupid ladder, we actually have stairs.
There's that other
That
there's that
take
other
us
statue
to-
puzzle from the beginning.
All right. We have a cutscene here.
There you are. Come here. Take a look.
Yes.
And
I
look
knew
who it
she'd make it.
is.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire.
All right,
I came into
Claire.
town with her.
Claire Bear.
You
Might
can
wanna
get to
go
that courtyard.
inside.
Through the second floor. East side.
I'm on it.
So we've been
Thanks,
playing for around 40
Lieutenant.
minutes, but obviously we've explored maybe 1/5 of the RPD. And
Yeah, it's a lot more to
the
explore.
demo
So.
Yeah.
ends here.
Awesome. And that is the end of the demo for now, but I know you guys have played a lot of this, well, played quite a bit at the show here before already, so just what are your overall thoughts?
Pre-order this game now.
He said thoughts, not reading the screen.
Pre-order this game now.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be very fantastic, and I was also very positive about the RE7 demo, but also even more positive about this one. I feel like it gives a very big sense of familiarity, but there's also a lot of brand new. Going into this game, I have a preconceived notion of what Resident Evil 2 is, and that just doesn't work here. I mean, it didn't work in the original remake either, but I felt like there was still a lot you could carry over from one experience to the other. But this one, you know, it's reimagined. I don't think remake is even really the right word for this.
New term, reimagining.
Reimagining, revamping. Reboot might not be the best term either, but it's really fascinating how they've taken a game that we all know and love and have very fond memories of and have managed to just twist it all around. But even now, like, I can tell a lot of these set pieces, a lot of what they've put into this game is going to be quite memorable in a very different but very positive way. And I think when this game does come out, there will be room in many gamers' memories for both versions. And that's what I want most out of this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Myself.
So it seems like the complete experience overall will be playing Resident Evil 2 Classic and playing Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't think one will replace the other. So yeah, look forward to it.
Please do. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the stream today.
Thank you very much for having us.
Guys.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
having us.
We will be back pretty shortly. I believe we're getting Brittany. I'm always going to mispronounce her name. Brittany Bromwich.
Sounds about right, yeah.
I apologize in advance. AKA Blonde Nerd on Twitter. We will be back with her in just a moment. She's around here somewhere. So awesome.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you in a moment.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the Raccoon City Police Station. Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
Something's not right.
Stay back, sir. I got this.
What the? Is anyone here? Jesus. They're everywhere.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first.
Help me! Please!
What in God's name?